Welcome to the MasterDad podcast. I created this podcast to let each and every one of you know that you are not as bad as you think you are. Society wants you to believe that each and every one of you are racist, bigoted, and just plain evil. I want you to know that you, in fact, are not. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to get the most out of life and improve yourself, then start now by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss one of my videos. Stay tuned to learn about the first in my 8-part series on how to get the most out of life. This is my first video in an 8-part series, How to Get the Most Out of Life, titled Silver Bullets and Werewolves. So please, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, relax, and let's get to it. I was watching a movie about werewolves the other night, and it got me to thinking, how many people have a werewolf that is holding them down? How many of you see yourself in a career role or in a nice house, or driving a nice car, and there's just something there keeping you from obtaining those goals? I see every day people who want to make it big or be somebody, and then they don't do anything to make it happen. I think of society today, and it doesn't matter how old you are, as the gimme society. They want everything handed to them, and for the majority of people out there, they don't want to work for it. It should just be given to them. Think of it this way. Imagine you're in high school, and there is the rich kid. His daddy gave him a Nissan GTR, jet black with the full street racer package, 545 HP beast of a machine. And then you have a kid from a lower income family that bought his own car, a Volvo station wagon from the 90s. Which one do you really think will be taken care of? If you said the kid with the station wagon, then you would be correct. Why? Because he worked for the money to buy that station wagon. The rich kid thinks that if he wrecks his car, then daddy will just buy him another one. The poorer kid knows that this is not true in his case. The poorer kid also knew that if he wanted a car, then he would have to buy it himself. He knew the barrier in his way, and he worked himself around that barrier. And just like that kid, if there's anything that you want in life, then you need to work for it. Most of the time, the barriers to what we want to achieve in life are placed there by our biggest enemy, ourselves. You want to be an overnight success, and I gotta tell you, it probably isn't going to happen. I would be willing to bet that there is a probability factor of 99.9999% chance that you will not be an overnight success, and that is fine. Most of us have to work at being successful. There is a method to becoming successful, and most people will charge you money to learn this. I'm going to tell you all of this for free. You want to hear it? Set manageable goals. So I can feel you thinking, well, duh, I know how to set a goal. But do you really? Most people just put something out there like, my goal is to buy a house. While wanting to buy a house is a great thing, that goal as it sits is not attainable. There are too many questions in this goal that are not addressed, such as what kind of house? A bungalow, a cottage, ranch style, a trailer? Where? In the city? In the country? What is the amount that you're looking to spend? Can you afford to buy a house right now? Do you have a down payment? Are you able to get a loan? The questions that need answers are vast and need to be addressed. Let's discuss what we need to do. We need to set an end goal first. For example, I want to buy a 3-bedroom, $250 house in Seattle by July 1st, 2025. Great goal. Now, you need to sit and think, and probably research and talk to people who have been through the same process, and write down the steps to own a $250,000 home. Set these as smaller goals and write these down on paper. So a smaller goal might be you need a down payment, probably 10%. So a smaller goal should be to save up $25,000 for a down payment on a home. Put a due date on that. Another goal might be to find a reputable real estate agent. Put a due date on that. Another goal might be to get pre-approval. Set a due date on that. Break all of your goals into elephant bites. Do research on what you need to do to obtain your goal and break the steps down into smaller goals. Write those steps down and put them somewhere you will see them every day. Make a commitment to do something on your list by a date and hold yourself accountable. Stop looking for your silver bullet. Werewolves do not exist. Set small goals for whatever you want to achieve, and don't let the big goal frustrate you. Remember, elephant bites. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. And remember, don't take life too seriously. You'll never make it out alive.